So I want to talk about the power of your subconscious mind. It's going to be a banger, this one. So 90% of our lives are ruled by our subconscious mind. We've been programmed from the age of a young child into our beliefs, what we think about the world, what we think about other people, our perceptions of money, finances, careers, a whole range of different topics. We've been conditioned to think a certain way from young, whether that be conditioning by our parents, by school, by our peers, by the media, and by our environment. See, the way the world has conditioned us, it's in a way, unless you've come from a rich family who have conditioned your mind the correct way from young, then you've probably been conditioned into a poverty mindset, into a lack mindset, into a scarcity mindset, just like I was. So we have to understand that our subconscious mind is responsible for 90% of our life. Now, what is our subconscious mind quickly? So the subconscious mind is our deeper mind. When we perceive information, so if I'm watching a television now, I'm consciously watching a television now. I might be consciously watching a scene from, let's say, EastEnders, a British soap which comes on BBC One. For any of you guys viewing from the US, you're probably not going to know what I'm talking about, but it's just a quick example. So I'm consciously watching this TV program now, but things from this program are creeping into my subconscious mind, and then that's changing the way I perceive certain things. It's going to have an impact on the way I perceive the world. Now, what we need to do as men who are chasing enlightenment, chasing elevation, chasing just greatness and, becoming our best versions, we need to start manipulating our own subconscious minds. We need to put the programming for ourselves instead of letting the previous program be ran out in our lives that's being conditioned into us. We've all been programmed from young. It's not our fault. It's not your fault. But what is your fault is if you don't change that programming, if you don't remove that program and replace it with an abundance, prosperous, successful, great programming mindset. So how do we do this? Well, the best way to reprogram your subconscious mind is through repetition, repeating the same thoughts into your subconscious mind. It's going to create an image in your mind, a new image, which is then going to dictate the way you act, the way you perceive things, and ultimately the results you get. Because if your thoughts change, which leads to your actions changing, that then leads to your results changing. Our subconscious mind is wide open within like the first 30 minutes of us waking up every single day, because your brain has different states what it goes through. It's got delta, alpha, I can't think of the other brain waves right now, but you have different states what your brain goes into, and in the morning that's when our subconscious mind is wide open, because we've just come from sleep. We've not had anything, any stimulation to our conscious mind to manipulate us. So what we want to do is reprogram ourselves first thing in the morning. This is where your life script, your goal card comes into plan. So what you want to do is write down, now this is going to take you a while to do, write down your life script. Now what is a life script? A life script is a script for your life. Instead of a movie script, it's your life script for your life. How do you want your life to live? What life would you choose to live without limitations? If you could do and be whatever you want, who would you be? What would you be? That's what you write down in your life script. This is going to take you a bit of time. Now, once you've got that life script written, every morning when you wake up, you read it out loud to yourself. And when you read it, you feel the words that you've written down. You feel the emotions of the words that I've written down. You might have written down, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a multi-millionaire. and that I generate millions of pounds in sales online through my website. Now, if that's what you've written down, how would that feel? How would it feel to be making thousands of pounds every single day? Just have a think for a minute. Like, you might feel relieved, you might feel confidence, you might feel energized. Now, when you're reading this live script, you want to feel these emotions, and this is going to sink into your subconscious mind, because the only way we can reprogram ourselves is by using emotion. Our conscious mind will not allow in any new ideas, any new concepts, any new programs if there's no emotion behind the thought. A word with no emotion is useless, but a word backed with emotion is so powerful. It has the power to dictate and change your life. So once you've got your live script now written down, and I know a lot of people are not even going to do this, so if you're still tuned in now, you need to be following these steps, because this is literally going to change your life. There's no other way that you can reprogram yourself and change your results other than doing this. You wonder why you keep going through repeating patterns, repeating cycles. You keep doing the same mistakes over and over again. You say you'll change, you'll say you'll get in shape, but it just never happens. Why? You've got the motivation to do it. You know what you need to do. But it's because your self-image, your old programming is not allowing you to go past that person who you believe that you are. But once you set in that new programming for that new version of yourself, now that new version is going to manifest daily through your thoughts, your actions, and then your results. And your life, your reality, your environment is going to have no option but to catch up with the new thoughts, the new programming, and that's going to project out as what you see in your day-to-day life and in your world. So understanding the power of our subconscious mind is one of the utmost important things to becoming the man that you want to be. Without understanding how your conscious and subconscious minds work, you're never going to grow into the man that you want to be. But with this information, the sky is the limit. The sky is not even the limit. Your limits are no longer existent. You realize that you're one with God, and you have the ability to reject the projection. Now, what's the projection? The projection is what you see, what your current environment is, where you currently live, your current career, your current financial situation. That's the projection. That's already manifested. You don't have to believe that. You have the choice to reject that and to set in a new programming, because what's already manifested can't be changed. That's already there. But what you can change is your mindset, and then that's how you change your external world. It changes from the inside out, not the other way around. So I hope you like this video. It's a bit longer today, but it's a passionate topic of mine. I'm going to be dropping more content. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back again.